All right, welcome back, everybody. Last night, Mikasa performed at a special intimate acoustic show at Hard Rock Cafe, Johannesburg, to raise funds for the Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital. Now, this acoustic performance extended to the Mandela Square in Sandton. The special guest for the performance was none other than the actual CEO of Hard Rock Cafe International, Hamish Dodds. It's so good to have you. Welcome, and thank you for waking up and coming in this morning.
Well, thanks. You know, we had a heavy party night last night, but also a very noteworthy cause, and I'm just delighted to be here in South Africa.
And certainly a very noteworthy cause, because this Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital, I think there's so many hopes and expectations around this hospital. Why does Hard Rock want to support it?
Well, we support numerous campaigns around the world, but we also encourage all of our regional units and local city units to identify causes that really make sense for them. And you know, this particular one, I think, is important for us because Nelson was such a global ambassador. He was very fond of children. And for us, being a part of creating this hospital, which was part of his dream, is something that just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I was at the function last night, and besides which we're going to talk about the pin now as well, you also gave a donation of 150,000 rand to the hospital.
Yes, and you know, that's obviously a testament to our partners as well, Soft Coffee Coats. And I think that the pin that we've identified here, we use pins as a mechanism in most of our units around the world, but this pin has been very, very carefully developed. It represents Nelson's hand and the map of Africa in his hand. Yeah. And basically, you know, anybody that purchases that pin, the full proceeds will go to charity, and Hard Rock International have also just decided to match that as well. So hopefully that's another way to get this thing going. To get the funds going. Yeah.
Easy, I know that you got a shot of it, so let's put it up on screen so that people can actually see what we're talking about. There you go. So that's the Hard Rock Cafe Johannesburg pin that you can buy with the map of Africa. That's Mandela's hands. You know the story of it's in our hands, and obviously following in on that theme. So you buy these from Hard Rock?
Yes, you can get them at the cafe here, but also if you're a global collector, you can buy it online at Hard Rock International. And you know, normally what we try to do is we try to be very selective and actually keep things specific to the city, so that people will go to that city and it'll be a representation of that city. But I think this thing is so globally appealing, we may look for other ways to pull this out and take it into other markets as well.
Yeah, that was my next question. I mean, you could get markets like, for instance, we were talking about it last night, New York, London, those cities that really do love Madiba and what he stood for. I mean, the whole world does.
Yeah, I think so. And I think it's because of his global appeal and the fact that we're in 60 countries around the world now that allows us to try and to use our relationships and people who are fans, if you like, of our brand and Nelson to, again, channel funds back here to help the hospital.
Yeah. It's quite amazing that during Mandela's life, I mean, you were also involved at one stage at the in the 46664 concerts that were held, the one in London you were mentioning. But it's amazing that even after the thought, he still, when it comes to music, he seems to echo through music, and that's what Hard Rock's all about.
Well, we're certainly all about music, but I also think that, you know, he's obviously a very special brand of his own, and a person who created and who, you know, left a legacy, I think. And part of our goal here is to keep that legacy alive, and a children's hospital is a great way to do that, to have his name and his personality sort of cutting through that. That would be great.
Yeah. So let's talk about Hard Rock, the brand. Here, operating in South Africa, we know that there used to be one in Cape Town. Right. Now you've got one in Johannesburg, not in Cape Town anymore. What about the rest of Africa?
Well, I think for us, you know, we look at Africa as just an exciting and a great emerging continent. We're going to open in Morocco next year, both a hotel and a restaurant in Marrakesh. We've also got existing restaurants in Egypt, and we're also looking at a new hotel in Cairo and a new hotel in Hurghada. We're opening a cafe in Lagos next year. We're looking at Ghana, we're looking at Kenya as possible markets. And then here in South Africa, obviously the Joburg cafe has been open now, you know, the best part of a year. It's proving very, very successful, and we're taking another look maybe at Cape Town and also Pretoria. So at some stage, we hope to maybe have another couple here in South Africa as well.
That's fantastic. Hard Rock, 60 countries around the world. Is that how many?
Yeah, you know, it's a hard graft, but I think it's testament to the fact that it's a very special brand. People know what they're going to get. They're going to get great food, great service, really great entertainment, music-based entertainment. And, you know, as you travel around the world, you have very high-quality, predictable type of product. And people like going to our different units because they're all different and they're very exciting locations.
Fantastic. Well, listen, thanks for popping in. Thank you so much
right.
for coming and talking to us. So there you go. Grab one of these badges. They're absolutely stunning. I mean, as you say, it's a collector's item, but at the same time you're buying it, I think it's around about 100 Rand.
I think so, yeah, just north of that.
Somewhere around 100 Rand. You can buy one of these badges at Hard Rock Cafes. All proceeds go to the Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital, and then Hard Rock have said that they will match every badge that's sold. They'll match that exact amount and give it to the hospital as well. So I think this is a fantastic, fantastic initiative.
Great.
Thanks for joining us.
All right, thank you, Leanne.
Really appreciate it.